Hello and welcome to this demonstration of the Diagnosis Assistant. My name is Mark Terwilliger, an Integration Architect with the Cerner ICD-10 team. So one of the ways that you may document a diagnosis on a patient would be to add an admit to inpatient order. Which I will go ahead and do. So I'll go ahead and fill out some pertinent details here. And go to the Diagnosis tab. So I have the option to add a diagnosis. So you'll notice here that we are using a terminology called IMO, which is a provider-friendly terminology that allows us to search on abbreviations or variations of a diagnosis, or something like dysphagia. You can actually type difficulty swallowing. So we'll go ahead and select our diagnosis. Hit OK. And we'll expand this out so you can see this. So see here that there's a column that was not there before, and this is called the Diagnosis Assistant Specificity column. And this exclamation icon is indicating that there may be further potential to specify this term. So if I click on that, I will launch the Diagnosis Assistant. So you'll see here that we have different columns along the top here of the clinical core, subset, temporality, and anatomy. So one of the things that we tend to do is read from left to right, but with this we can actually skip around to whichever column we'd like. So if we know that it's chronic, we'll see that we have 22 results now, but if I hit chronic, I'm now limited to those in that column, which now totals 7. If I incorrectly press the chronic, I can click on it to reset the Diagnosis Assistant. You can note that if you are going to just go down here and select that, you can go ahead and do so. Or I can uncheck that and start over. So we'll go ahead and select a more specified term there and save. And you'll notice now that that exclamation mark has become a bullseye. That, however, does not mean that I cannot go in there and further specify, so you still can do that. Go ahead and cancel. But we've retained this I50.22 term. I will assign the order. And then you'll notice when we go over to the diagnoses and problems, that is still there with that same information. Another way I might document a diagnosis is just adding from here. I'll go ahead and select a term and hit OK. We'll see that in this case, the acute asthma actually came with the bullseye, but as mentioned, I can go ahead and go in, further specify to find my term. And there it is, updated to that new code of J45.41. And that concludes this demonstration. Thank you.